Welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video we're going to be going over my favorite panfish setup, which would be the Radioactive Pickle. We've got the 13 fishing Black Betty reel paired up with the tickle stick. This is a 27-inch light. This is by far my favorite panfish setup that I've ever had. I've been using this for the past 2 years about, and it's an amazing setup. I got this as a combo. You can get either the Black Betty reel itself or the tickle stick rod if you want them separately, or if you're planning on using different reels, but this combo by far is my favorite. It's a little bit on the more expensive side. It's about $130, which it's not horrible. For the price, I think this is an amazing setup. If you treat it right, you could use this for years and years down the road, because I know that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I mean, it's an amazing rod, amazing reel. It's a pretty sweet color too. If you guys don't like this, it comes in a bunch of different colors. Yeah, you can get, there's a few different combos too I know of. I haven't looked too much into them, but this one I've been using for probably about 3 years now, like I said, and by far my favorite panfish setup ever. So we're going to look at this a little bit better here, and I'm going to give you guys some of my thoughts on it, and why I like this rod and why I chose this length for it, and some of the other fish that I've caught that this rod is held up to. So we're gonna get right into the video. This is the Radioactive Pickle. It is like I said, a 27-inch light, and I think they also go in, you can buy a 25-inch, and each length, 25 and 27-inch, have the medium, light, and ultralight options for them, and this is just the light, so it's kind of right in the middle. It's not too heavy, but it's also not that ultralight either. I think it's that perfect in between of the two, and you guys can see here, I'll show you, this tip is extremely sensitive, and that's what I love about this rod. You can see every little bite. Yeah, it's got an amazing backbone too, which is what I love. You can see how much that tip's bending, and the backbone holds up absolutely amazing. You could probably almost bend this rod completely in half, and you can see the backbone on there is awesome. So when you're fighting those big panfish through the ice, whether it's crappie, bluegill, this rod is definitely going to hold up to whatever you're fishing for. My biggest bass through the ice was caught on this rod, and it was, I think, almost 4.5 pounds, and this rod handled it like it was a piece of cake. Absolutely no issues with it. Drag is absolutely amazing on here. It fights the fish great. I hardly ever have fish come off on here. I think since the tip is so sensitive and it allows so much give for that fish's head shakes, if you're fishing inside a house, a lot of the times this rod's great since it's shorter. You're not going to deal with hitting the top of your house with your rod when you set the hook, or just if you're really close with the front of your house or other people fishing inside your house. And if you are really tight in space, you can drop down to the 25-inch. I think the 27-inch is also a great option. If you're fishing outside, I know some of you may be wondering, is this a good rod for fishing outside? The thing is, when you want to fish outside, it is good to have that longer rod, just because you can get better hook sets, and it's a little bit easier to watch the end of your rod, especially when you're standing up. You can keep it down close to the hole. I actually probably fish outside the house more than anything, and even though this rod is short, I use it outside all the time, and I absolutely love it. If you guys have never seen this type of reel before, this is called an inline reel. Just got a little tungsten jig tied on here, but basically when you release this trigger here, it just drops the jig straight down and lets your line out. As I press this trigger here, you can see the reel start to let my line out, which is perfect for when you're fishing in really cold weather. This reel performs greatly. I've had no issues with the reel overall. I usually run about 3 or 4 pound mono. I think this year I'm running 3 pound. This spool, usually I fill it up once a year. If the line starts going bad, obviously I'll take it off and switch it out, but overall this holds a bunch of line. I never have to worry about running out of line on here. And yeah, it's super easy to take apart this reel too. I can show you guys quick. You just have to unscrew this little piece here, and this will come all the way out. And every once in a while you get some tangles in there you can get out, but just like any other reel. This is actually a little bit easier to get tangles out than even a spinning reel. You can get all that cleaned out, and yeah, it's super easy. You can just put that right back in there. So yeah, there really isn't anything bad about this rod. There's only a couple things that I can pick on, which would be just some of the ice buildup on these eyelets since they're so small. But that's like any other ice fishing rod that you have. And every once in a while you get some tangles up in this reel here, but it's not a big deal. You can easily just pop that reel off in 10 seconds, get some of that line unwrapped from inside there, and you're good to go. So yeah, you guys, I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit if you're looking for a new rod or a new reel. I'll put the link down in the description. It's 130 bucks on Amazon, and you can find it at your local Shields, Fleet Farm, wherever you guys are at. Yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm looking to do a lot more review videos here in the future, so let me know if you guys like this. And yeah, I hope you guys can have a good season, and I'll see you guys in the next video.